So I'd probably be a left guard, but you never know. We're working through it, and we'll see what happens.
Joel, what kind of advice have you given Zach as he stepped into this room? What have you seen from him just from when he got drafted to now?
Yeah, I just talked to him about understanding his assignment, understanding his responsibility, really who he's going against this week. Try and learn their tendencies a little bit and try and create a game plan that's going to help him. But he's a hard worker. He's been locked in since he's gotten here, and I know he'll be up for the challenge for sure. But he's focused this week. He's been locked in, and it's been good to see.
Joel, it seems like you guys are getting a double header of problems here. The defenses are putting pressure on you, and you've got all these injuries you're dealing with as well. I guess the question is, how do you correct some of the protection issues while at the same time you guys don't know what five are going to be out there?
Yeah, I mean, it starts with assignment and alignment. Like, truthfully, like, if you get on the guys, the right guys, like, don't have free rushers, like, that's a big thing. You stay in front of a guy, and then when it comes to blocking, it's back to fundamentals. Like, like if you watch the sacks and the hits, it's like it's either like an assignment problem or someone's getting beat. And the times that you're going to beat, you have to stick your fundamentals, strain a little bit more. Try and do everything possible to stop those things. But we're working it. We're back in the fundamentals. We're back in the focus, making sure everybody's on the same page, and just we know that we can't let Sean get hit that many times. Like, it's not sustainable. It's not great for our offense, our defense, for our team. It is a group thing. Like, it's not just for the lineman. That's your job, is to protect the quarterback. So we have to be better, and we know that.
Joel, so many offensive line injuries, guys getting rolled up at the end of plays. That's an ever-present danger. Is there anything you can do to safeguard yourself in those situations?
No, it's tough. I mean, it's really tough. A lot of those are just that we were talking about the other day, actually, how like never happened to Joe. Really, we don't know why. He got lucky or what, But just getting rolled up is a tough part. I think like 90% of your injuries are from getting like rolled up, and not just like other linemen, but like the running back or somebody like that. So it's tough work. I mean, if you feel it, like almost like sounds dumb, but you just go dead. Like if someone's rolling into your legs, like hopefully it's not planted, and you just kind of like go with it. But it's a lot easier said than done.
How do you balance watching for or feeling for that, and also knowing that just kind of the second you start thinking about it is the second you're kind of you know what I mean?
That's why you don't. You just try and block as long as you can. And see so many guys get rolled up on, because there's no time to think about it. You really don't. Occasionally like late when you're pushing a pile, you can sense it and stuff, but it's never really in like you're not expecting it at best.
I know a lot of quarterbacks who love getting blitzed because one play. Why have you guys not been able to have that one play to get teams out of blitz and just so much?
Yeah, that's a great point. We want to. We want to get into our blitz checks or make a play, and it just hasn't worked.
You think one play would change it?
If you do it now, if you do it against a team's running zero blitzes and you throw for a touchdown or a big play, like I don't think they're going to run zero blitz the rest of the day, at least. But you can go to different games and different teams. You see the Raiders have zero blitzes, they have blitzes, games, all types of things. So we have to protect what they bring, and then hopefully give enough time to make a shot and make a good play.
See them blitz a lot on tape.
Yeah, I mean it's everywhere. They especially when you get like third, 7 to 10, like they're probably 80% blitz in that. Yes, it's not all zero blitz, but they have a lot of tendencies.
The other thing about you guys is you're averaging 3.5 yards on first down. How much of the conversation is that during the week that's got to change?
Yeah, I think we talk about it all the time. The best way to be successful on third down is to be better on first and second down. If you get a third and fours and fives, hopefully less than that, third and twos, like you're a lot more successful than you are in third and 10, third and 12.
Joel, it's unusual for us to be asking you about protection problems. Is what you guys, I guess, has the scheme changed so much that you guys are just doing different things than what you did in previous years?
I think protection-wise, like there's only so many protections you can run. So I think every team in the NFL runs like jet, scat, scram, base protections. So those are all the same. There's different like run action protections and play protections that you can run. So some of those are different. Like the main like third down protections are all pretty similar. But there's different ways to scheme things. You know, you can slide things differently and stuff. We've been in a lot of man protection, 5-man protection, 6-man protections, where there's other ways you can get to 7-man or full slide protections too. But no, a lot of them are very similar. I think it's truly like execution, getting on the same page and making sure, guys are straining and fighting for every chance they get and just giving Sean enough time to make something happen.
So how much is it, do you think, just lives in battles?
It's a mix for sure. 'Cause there's a few times where, we just like didn't block a couple guys, and then there's other times where guys get beat. But it's a mix. But I think it starts with like knowing your assignment, and that way, if you're at least in front of the guy, hopefully slow them down enough to make something happen.
So after like all the injuries happened, and you guys had to do the things, I think only one sack came after that point. The rest of the game, I mean, what do you attribute that to? Is it as simple as you guys have your backs against the wall, you're at danger of running out of bounds, and everyone's like executing despite the odds?
I mean, yeah. I haven't taken a left tackle reps. Oh, stop. All right. We haven't ran that long ever. I do think the ball was getting out. I think we were throwing some more quick game. I think we had some RPOs mixed in there, so it was a little bit more friendly, call sheet towards the end there. But guys were fine. Those guys that were in there at the end, like they knew we were the only ones left, so it's like we got to go and try and make a play.
I think Jose, they hadn't played there since 2019.
Yeah, he was fine. No, he did all right. It was funny having two centers out there, like which one is making the call and stuff. And I was like, I haven't played left tackle either. You can, help out there a little bit as well. But no, he did a good job stepping up and doing that.
Sean is taking a ton of people locally and nationally for his performance in these first 3 games. So what do you make of that?
I think it's, he's a quarterback, so he's always going to get the brunt of, the media coverage. But I think it's a whole offensive thing. The quarterback can't make plays if the protection's out there, the run game's not there for him. If receivers aren't doing the right thing. I don't know the receiver game, but I just know we talk about it. It's like we can call plays better, we can block plays better, we can make plays better. It's really as simple as that. We can all be better. So to put it on one person, I think is unfair. I think it's 11 guys out there plus the coaches calling plays, and we've admitted to that. Coaches admitted to that. So it's nothing new that I'm saying. Everybody in the room understands that, and we've all looked in the mirror and said, what can we do to be better?
Joel, now that you guys had the struggles you did against the Giants with the blitz stuff, now that that's out there, is there like almost an extra level of preparation you guys have to do, knowing like even if it's a team that maybe doesn't blitz a lot, like the Giants didn't really show on tape, but you got to be prepared for that because teams might try to emulate that?
Yeah, I mean, we prepare every week. We have an extensive blitz package and understand things. We did think on early downs the Giants weren't going to blitz as much as they did, but we were still prepared. Like, you go over blitzes, teams can only run so many different looks. But no, we're locked into it this week. I think the guys are really focused.
It's personnel dependent, I know. But what's packages got more creative during your career? Are they throwing more stuff at you?
I think so. There's a lot of different things, but even just like we call it a giant front when they put like 3D linemen on one side and have like a Miles or Max Crosby on the other side. Like even that has evolved. Where like early in my career, I feel like we didn't see that as much. So there's definitely evolutions to this and different coverages. Even just talking like the 2 high is back, where for the early part of my career it was 1 high safety, and they're like dare you to you can't run the ball. And now they're like, hey, you guys can run the ball, And so there's all types of different things, but everything evolves. It's always changing. I do think there's more dynamic rushes on the field. Like you don't have as many guys that are just 2-gapping and stopping the run. Like everybody can pass rush.
To your point, you guys every week are seeing another great pass rush. It seems like the league is producing elite tackles at maybe a slower rate, or maybe we just don't notice them as much. What would make that distinct?
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to play O-line when they're like 12 years old. So, they're like, hey, D-lineman. No, but I mean, I think that, like I said, the elite athletes have been going to play D-line. They realize like you can affect the game at quarterback, and offensive line's hard. You're going backwards a lot. It takes a type of like size and athleticism. Just because you're a big guy doesn't mean you can play O-line, but it's different. But I feel like if you're a tweener guy, they're like young guy, like, I'm going to play D-line, and so it takes time, and the college offense, which NFL's trying to move to that, are just more spread and more balls out quick. You throw a little screen and the ball's gone. You throw like 10 or 15 of those a game. Like, you don't do that in the NFL as much. So it's just a different breed. But no, I think the line development has been very good.